Lesson: Analyzing recent employment law updates and their implications. Analyzing recent employment law updates and their implications is a critical task for HR leaders seeking to maintain compliance and foster a thriving workplace. Employment laws are dynamic, often reflecting societal shifts, technological advancements, and economic changes. HR professionals must grasp these changes not only to avoid legal pitfalls, but also to leverage new opportunities to enhance organizational practices and employee satisfaction. This lesson offers actionable insights, practical tools, and frameworks to help HR leaders effectively navigate these updates and integrate them into their operational strategies. One of the primary tools for understanding employment law changes is the legislative tracking system. This system enables HR professionals to stay updated on new laws and amendments in real time. By subscribing to legal databases such as LexisNexis or Westlaw, HR leaders can receive alerts about relevant legislative activity. This proactive approach allows organizations to prepare for changes before they become enforceable, thereby reducing the risk of non-compliance. For instance, when the Family and Medical Leave Act was expanded to include leave for certain family members of military personnel, organizations that had tracked legislative discussions were able to adapt their policies swiftly, ensuring compliance and maintaining employee trust. Implementing a compliance framework is another essential strategy. A robust compliance framework involves several steps: assessment, planning, implementation, monitoring, and review. Initially, HR leaders should assess current policies and practices against new legal requirements. This might involve conducting a gap analysis to identify areas where current practices fall short. Planning involves developing strategies to address these gaps, such as revising employee handbooks or updating training programs. Implementation requires communicating changes to all stakeholders and ensuring that managers understand their roles in enforcing new policies. Ongoing monitoring and review are critical to ensure sustained compliance and to make adjustments as necessary. A practical example of this framework in action can be seen in the response to updated anti-harassment legislation. Many jurisdictions have recently expanded definitions of workplace harassment to include behaviors that occur outside traditional work settings, such as virtual meetings. Organizations that have effectively implemented compliance frameworks have revised their policies to explicitly address these changes, updated training programs to include virtual conduct, and established clear reporting mechanisms for employees to report inappropriate behavior. These actions not only help the organization meet legal obligations, but also demonstrate a commitment to a respectful and inclusive workplace culture. Case studies offer valuable insights into the implications of employment law updates. Consider the case of tech companies adapting to the European Union's General Data Protection Regulation. The GDPR imposed stringent requirements on data privacy and protection, impacting how companies handle employee data. Organizations that approach compliance as a strategic opportunity rather than a mere legal obligation were able to build stronger trust with their employees and customers. They implemented comprehensive data protection policies, conducted regular audits, and trained employees on data privacy best practices. These measures not only ensured compliance, but also enhanced the organization's reputation as a trustworthy steward of personal information. Statistics further illuminate the impact of employment law changes. For instance, the introduction of mandatory gender pay gap reporting in the UK has had significant implications. According to government data, since the law's implementation, around 80% of UK companies have reported their pay gap, revealing critical insights into gender disparities within organizations. This transparency has prompted many companies to take actionable steps towards closing the gap, such as revising recruitment practices and offering more flexible work arrangements to support work-life balance. These statistics underscore the power of legal requirements in driving organizational change and promoting equity. A critical aspect of responding to employment law updates is fostering a culture of compliance within the organization. This involves engaging leadership and securing their buy-in, as well as encouraging employee participation in compliance initiatives. Leaders play a crucial role in modeling compliant behavior and reinforcing the importance of adherence to legal standards. Encouraging employees to provide feedback on policy changes and involving them in compliance training can enhance understanding and commitment across the organization. In addition to fostering a culture of compliance, HR leaders should leverage technology to streamline compliance efforts. Compliance management software can automate many aspects of the compliance process, from tracking legislative updates to managing employee training records. These tools can generate reports that provide insights into compliance status and identify areas that require attention. By reducing the administrative burden associated with compliance, HR professionals can focus on strategic initiatives that enhance organizational performance. It's important to note that employment law updates often reflect broader societal changes. For instance, the increasing focus on diversity, equity, and inclusion has led to new legal requirements in many jurisdictions. HR leaders should view these updates as opportunities to align organizational practices with societal expectations and values. By proactively addressing DEI issues, organizations can create more inclusive work environments, attract a diverse talent pool, and enhance employee engagement and retention. In conclusion, analyzing recent employment law updates and their implications requires a proactive and strategic approach. By utilizing legislative tracking systems, implementing compliance frameworks, and leveraging technology, HR leaders can navigate these changes effectively. Case studies and statistics illustrate the impact of legal updates and provide valuable insights into best practices. Fostering a culture of compliance and viewing legal changes as opportunities for organizational improvement are essential strategies for staying compliant and enhancing workplace practices. As employment laws continue to evolve, HR leaders must remain vigilant and adaptable, ensuring that their organizations not only comply with legal requirements, but also thrive in a complex and dynamic environment.